That broke shit,
that's motivation.
That hate shit,
that's motivation.
That pillow talking,
that's motivation.
That pocket watching,
that's motivation.
Nigga steady watching,
that's motivation.
Nigga steady doubting,
that's motivation.
So I did it without him.
Hope it motivate him. Hope it motivate him.
Gave them blessings and they still hating. Frontin' niggas think I'm still waiting. Open new books, fuck them old pages. Somehow we got cold cases. Had to grind hard, had to grind smart. Turn them book bags into suitcase. Had one lawyer fighting two cases. Get me out this bitch, these people racist. I miss my mama, I miss my babies. Got PTSD, bitch, I ain't crazy. Only my cousins try to play me. And I don't know why when they see me blazing. And I don't know why they wanna see me in cages. It ain't surprising, it's motivating. On Zara Stone, I got one way. I cook a nigga, fuck probation. That broke shit,
that's motivation.
That hate shit,
that's motivation.
That pillow talking,
that's motivation.
That pocket watching,
that's motivation.
Nigga steady watching,
that's motivation.
Nigga steady doubting,
that's motivation.
So I did it without him.
Hope it motivate him. Hope it motivate him.
North E&T. That's the neighborhood of real true hustlers. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. I came back around.
Jarrell Ortega.
I'ma need a bigger safe. I just hit 100K. Waiting on your baby mama check. Boy, you in the way. I just get them in, get them gone.
You ready for the another stuff? The institutionalized network has tuned in. It's 99.9, son. The hip-hop historian is this show. We have We the People coming up with Smart Brother Wizard. We gonna mix some more stuff in the pot. Don't ever forget the conversation corner. Oof, oof, oof. Put a muzzle on that bitch. We on the corner, man. So that we make the moves to get your groove in and feed your third eye. Shine out while London rides. More better moves coming from the institutionalized network. Don't doubt it, get on the route. Don't forget to check my man out, Western Kings, with Memoirs of a Convict. Holla at Muhammad Imports. Go watch I on UTV. Miss Cat Productions. Go get you a spoonful of flavors. Don't forget to slide through the East Chicago and get some motherfucking Kaya Kitchen. That shit's finger licking. Don't even trip. I got the dope art. Prints, laminated, smooth like that. 10 bones, man. Also, my man got Easy Stitches. You know what I'm saying? It's how you Easy Stitches collaboration right there. Middle finger affiliated. Ain't that still 13? You know what it be. You know what I mean. Tune in. Next up, some words to the wise. On the vibe, 99.9. Yes, you've tuned in to the Hip-Hop Historia. With your boy, DJ Dr. Who. We was hitting y'all up with the weekly deals. We take it 2 weeks. We going through a little complications and things. You know how I be, man. It's always sabotage in the shot. But we float and fly on past through that shit. Slime in the double dutch. What the fuck? Okay, y'all. Yeah, well, it seems to get so many branches nowadays that you confuse what it is with what you want it to be. At least to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand, you know what I'm saying? I'm a mix of artists, you know what I'm saying? Rhymers. I'll even get on the floor and spin around in the turbine and float. You know what I'm saying? So dig what I dug. Most of it was all swept under the rug. Only obtained by the thugs with mugshots. Say what? But don't say too much. Cause if you is, we gon' have to leave you out of touch. Cause that basis of your creation is simply passing on, never adding on. So your ass dead wrong. Simple and plain. Don't get it mixed in your brain. 99.9 been doing all these things in the mix with the hits and the shits. Well, I don't even like being popped, little bitch. You nitpicking, sniffing in my shit. I don't like my shit, so that's it. That's the way it is, and that's the way it was. But check this out, cuz I got a show coming up called We the People. We're gonna talk about the governments and evils, and with the wars. Shit. Fuck around even talk about some underground hot little motherfuckers. But here go a little topic and shit, you know what I'm saying? Why's the war with evil never the solution-based battle we need in order to share resources and technology, but always over the trade of them and profits? You ask anybody about the Vietnam War, it was over the opium and the drugs they had over there. You ask anybody about the Saudi Arabian wars, you know what I'm saying? It was all about the oil and stuff they got over there. But you're not gonna get a part of that, even if they get it. They just gonna resell it to you. But your sons and your daughters go over there killing, and then when they get back, they ain't nothing else to do. Their mind be changed, rearranged and shit. Cause they done taught to kill all kind of kids and women and villages and burn them to the ground in the name of America. And now your ass a clown if you don't get in line and be controlled. How can you be controlled? They done snatched their whole soul in the midst of signing papers and shit. I seen some documents that blew my mind the other day, bitch. Talking about anything with arms and legs in America is part of the trillion fucking debt. Are you serious? We ain't signed up for this shit. They delirious. So I'm out here with these hits in the jaw. We the people will be addressing you. So tune in, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. The institutional. Don't get lost in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I give it to you. They be fine. But check this shit. These some words to the wise from 99.9. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of brothers and sisters that's out here with their significant others, and it's kind of like lopsided and one-sided for us brothers. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. Even the minister said the women's is heaven, dude. But 99.9, born in 3 stages for all shines, got something to say in this regard. We are heaven too, God bards. So understand that. You know what I'm saying? A wise woman has no reality where she should feel as though she could send a man to hell simply because her ways are heavenly. Regardless of how many men have did that in tyranny, there are men that are here to be a blessing for you and the seed. And you disregard that for finance and material. Some of the seeds will discard you for cereal. If someone else has the milk, where's our reality going? Hold on, don't even trip. In the beginning, supposed to be a black man. You're more from that land where the sun shines. It frees your mind. They're killers in every line. Warriors, creators, scientists, and builders. Well, they're all builders if you understand the thrill in us. But they're universal regardless. So stop treating your man like he retarded for wanting to show you peace and love. You must be delusional. I'd be like, what the fuck? When I be witnessing the deeds and things that go along. But your deeds need to create or you're wrong. Regardless of your status, regardless of your thrills. That's why I started this thing called Build. It's even for those that in the casino that lost it all. Go make some more, and double up, dog. But this must you remember. If you're destructive and don't check it, it's your fault again, sir. I'm sorry, I will not be retarded for a retarded motherfucker just cause they in the party or in the fucking garden trying to get some food. I'm telling you, it's a different kind of rude. Boy, you done tuned in to 99. Now, back to the heavenly shine. When it comes to the black woman, there is no doubt. A rejuvenator, always trying to push some shit out. So get it. Be good with that. But your rejuvenating ways always come with responsibilities. They seem to forget that and push it on their moms. And after moms take control, another one that bombs. Or should I say that bloops and does it with the troops. And then don't want to stay with their self on that day. They'll rather go outside and find someone else to concede or concede with. Damn, that's some greedy shit. When that's you done left in the crib with the shitty pamper and the diaper talking about shit. I'm going to the club, or you going to the store. Man, they see so much it don't even matter to them no more. They gotta go and you can sit in your playpen. I'm just saying, supposed to be a comfort zone with them. Don't disrespect yourself in those ways because it trickles on down and that's the way the game is being played. You treat most men like your seed, like you have rules. You don't have a rule to make them a universal thing, you fool. But let's move on because like I said, you must add on or what you did is dead. And in the zone like this, when it comes to a queen, to a king, you either list in the list of achievement and ads or the ones that need to get the fuck up out of their pad. Now, let's move on to another one. I mean, a heavenly thing that is here for us to shine, son. The child, the seed, the regrowth, the best of the both from the man and the woman, though. It seems you must understand. If you don't honor the highest part that created it in the dark, the spark of life from the motherfucking God of the universe. Don't pick one in the verse, don't pick one on the track. Pick one that controls the electromagnetic in your back, in your arm, in your legs. In your head is a being that you never even read about. Is the one that fights the energy that creates all the doubt. Because once you do that, and you pursue that, you can create with the earth wherever you move at. That's the deal. We are here to simply build and pass it on to the seeds after us. But if you pick the wrong path, all your shit will turn to dust. And it will be fucked up. And it won't be your fault. Because you showed the path, but they chose to go off. And if when you choose to go off and figure it out, you can always carve another cavern, but it's not as easy as the first route. And that's when some get lazy. And that's when some get crazy. And that's when most get hazy or have a drink because they just cannot take it. How many times they done carved out these lines and tripped and failed talking about a motherfucking shine. And even when you get the shine, it doesn't be much better than a universal sound. You can go outside and change the motherfucking weather. So, that's why I say, we all have it. Spitting wise words, institutionalized network, knowledge or equality. With a universal being. Yes, thank you for tuning in to the Hip Hop Historian. Like I said, yo, we here to vibe, move left and right, up and down. Create a cipher with yourself off the ground because you are a floater. At least that's what I say. So you tuned into Dr. Who. Where does he play? In the universe. Shine our island and right. I'll put that in the verse because they have the taggers and they love the fucking art. And Frederick Douglass went there when America went on his heart. And they accepted him and let him thrive and flourish. What the fuck is the hush? This is a Let My People Go production. Understand what it is and understand how it goes. Incarceration never regenerates your mind, body, and your soul. That's some bullshit they told y'all, yo. Let my motherfucking people go. Another serious journey at the historian. We call this staying alive. You can't tell by the way I swing through New York. I'm a other man, but I'm still boss. She had love, that shit got lost. Hanging out all night with the motherfucking hoe, right upon wife. She was straight, she wouldn't look the other way. When I say why, she started to hate. So I folded from now, why to LA. You on the Lincoln and everybody drinking, who's staying alive, playing the line. Snoop on the Lincoln and everybody drinking, who's staying alive, playing the line. I don't lie, nah, staying alive, playing the line. I don't lie, nah, staying alive. And most of all, don't forget they're gonna trip me off. Most of all, don't forget to gon' chip me off. Now I love my wives and I can't lie, but I love the hoes too. That's how it is, dude. She gonna take my check and go spend it on shoes. I'm a dancing man. What them hoes pay you? I had a long night in the rain. She said, you can't run no train. I said, wise, don't you hate? You ain't chipped me off today. You run the Lincoln and everybody drinking, hoes stay in the line, playing the line. You run the Lincoln and everybody drinking, hoes stay in the line, playing the line. I don't lie now, stay in the line, playing the line. I don't lie now, stay in the line. And most of all, don't forget to gon' chip me off. Most of all, don't forget to gon' chip me off. What's going nowhere? Somebody help me. Them hoes that hit my stash. They gotta stay in the line. What's going nowhere? Some hoes that hit my stash. They gotta stay in the line. Somebody help me. Them hoes that hit my stash. They gotta stay in the line. Can't tell by the way I swing through New York, I'm a other man, but I'm still boss. She had love, that shit got lost, hanging out all night with the motherfucking hoes. I had a palm wife. She was straight, she would look the other way. When I said wife, she stopped saying, so I floated from now Y to LA. You run the Lincoln and everybody drinking, hoes stay in the line, playing the line. You run the Lincoln and everybody drinking, hoes stay in the line, playing the line. I don't lie now, stay in the line, playing the line. I don't lie now, stay in the line. Most of all, don't forget to go and chip me off. But most of all, don't forget to go and chip me off. Somebody help me. Them hoes that hit my stash. They gotta stay in the line. What's going nowhere? Them hoes that hit my stash. They gotta stay in the line. Live on 99.9. Since I can't remember.
That's how it is, you know what I mean? And making sure dog got everything, so give him your shit, you know what I mean? Making sure he got his jewels, niggas giving him money, anything out your pocket, just give it to him, cakes, whatever. Oh yeah, my God. Everybody just give him shit, but like, yo, he wants some weed, he wants some shit, he wants some cigars, he wants some cigars. Yeah. And one of y'all have female. You should have a female, you got to see them. Cause you like giving Snoop and female. You know what I mean? You like, female, you know what I mean? Hey, you like nigga to bring one too. We gotta go, guys. Let's do it. So what you gonna do? All right, what is
You know what I'm saying? Like energy is so contagious. I was introduced to the concept of emotional intelligence. And that kind of blew my mind. That opened so many doors for me. We really wasn't taught this. How important it is to identify your own emotions in relation to the people around you. You might just wake up in a bad mood and you wearing that mood. And now your household is feeling that mood and you don't even realize you just passed that mood on to your son. Now your son is in school with that mood and he passing that on to, you know what I'm saying? Like energy is so contagious.
Chicago, y'all better stop playing with the ticket people, cause they ain't playing, they ain't doing no more boots. You can't remove the boot no more. They putting it on your windshield. Try taking that.
Keep your ass happy. Stop it. Come out of them dark rooms with all that depression. Stop yourself. You go get some help. But you can start by journaling. What do I want? Who am I? And if you don't know, make some shit up.
Because, you know, we don't live in a very spiritual world, right? This world is increasingly going away from spiritual things, right? Technology advances, but man doesn't, right? And that's sort of at the point where we at right now, where technology is constantly outpacing the growth of man, right? And man looks at the consequence of technological advancement and he thinks that he's growing, but he's really not, right? Your ability to think, your ability to concentrate, your ability to have just really good mental and spiritual health. You understand me? Like for me, maintaining sanity is, you know, it's a daily fight, you know, because you live in a world where you know it doesn't represent you and you still have to go out in that world every single day. right? And if you be too much of yourself, right, then the world will start attacking you, will be against you. So the balance of maintaining authenticity, you know, is a spiritual and a mental balance as well.
Before I express these sentiments, I want it to be known, this is just my opinion. It has been said, if you ever heard, that we are in war. When I'm talking about I'm speaking specifically about the Black American or African American. But in my opinion, our first battle was with ourselves, not with them people. Just like what's going on across the country. We need to get rid of a lot of them. We got a lot of murderers in Chicago. We got a lot of murderers in this country. And there's a difference between a murderer and a killer. See, a murderer is someone that kills unlawfully. A killer kills for a purpose. Like a snake or a lion, they kill for food. So you could drop a mouse into a snake's cage. Once it eats in its food, you can drop 5 more of them bad boys in there. They could be running all around inside the cage. Snake won't even touch them until they get hungry again. And that's the problems going on across the country, in particular in our city. All these murderers, these babies getting killed because they are murderers. Like Buddy that killed Nipsey Hussle, he was a murderer. You know what I mean? He killed obviously off emotion. And when it comes to emotions, intelligence has nothing to do with it. How did I figure that much out? Way he went about doing it wasn't nothing strategic about it. He just jabbed straight out because he was driven off emotions. He murdered someone that had a major impact and was doing things for the people. So he put himself before. And that's what's going on in this city. And we have people like that. Ain't no Kubayan, ain't no Marty. You gotta get rid of them people, Joe. For real. They don't respect violence. Look at it like this, right? Like a garden. Compare a garden to our babies, right? If you got a garden, you got tomatoes, you got cauliflower, broccoli, all this good food. In order for them vegetables and things to flourish, to grow, you gotta get rid of the weeds. Weeds cannot exist or coexist in a garden. The weeds will take over. What you do with a weed? Weeds in your garden. We got a whole bunch of weeds in our city. Hands down. Anytime there was a movement made, you gotta get rid of the murderers and you gotta get rid of the informants. Why you gotta get rid of the informants? Because soon we get to talk about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna take care of the business. It don't gotta necessarily be about violence. It's just be about us being prosperous. They're gonna run and tell that. Then when you're dealing with people like a murderer, they only think about their own selfish purpose, their own selfish reasons. You know what I'm talking about? They're allowing their emotions to get involved or their greed. Anytime something, this throughout history. And people like that, they only respect violence. Period. I know, for example, like when I first went to prison, I come up in the set house, Buddy and tell me to get the to watch the cell, cause they're finna violate one of the brothers. Joe, that mob was in there screaming, screaming and yelling so loud. That was my act right. As far as me being all wild and all that, when the guys lay law down, Joe, I respect that. You feel me? Because by me being a violent person, I respect violence. As far as them telling me what not to do, like you know how your mama tell you not to do, and you get to a certain age, you do it anyway. But them guys put that act right down. That's the difference that's going on in the city, my opinion. Because when it was structure and them guys was around, Joe, and Buddy said, man, he sent a word out to the street or was already out here and said put an end to that, they put an end to that. And if they didn't, someone put an end to them. Now, someone might be looking at this and say that, man, that is uncivilized, that is criminal, etc. But it's only that way because when people say that. But the people do the same thing when they apply their law. When they say armed and dangerous, so have you, but it's acceptable for them. But in order to maintain some order, this is just facts. You know what I'm talking about? Violence don't respect violence, period. But back what I was getting as far as we're at war, we have to clean, this is my opinion, we gotta clean up shop with each other first before we can start making anything prosper, because we got a bunch of crab people in the barrel. And every time one of us excel, they ain't gonna do nothing but snatch one person down. And that's my tip.
Next up, the conversation corner. We own it.
Talk that shit. This ain't that, so don't get tricked.
We on the corner, bitch. I thought they told you that shit. We on the corner, bitch. Put a muzzle on it. Cause we don't want to hear that. We hear what we want to hear. The blackness of our people from around here and over there. Everywhere. You know the Moors like Satwa Fair was the richest and the greatest. We got tricked by the haters. They still tricking us today. We still float and elevate. Yes, y'all tune back in. It's the Conversation Corner with your boy, DJ Dr. Motherfucking Who Loves You, fool.
And your girl, the Invisible Woman.
Okay. So you know, as we do over here at the Conversation Corner, we say we're gonna do Black History forever. So we telling you all about everybody. Dig it. Who you got this week, Invisible?
So today I got some legends.
Okay.
First we gonna bring through Mr. Barry Eugene Carter. Born September 12, 1944, later on passed away July 4, 2003, better known by his stage name, Barry White.
Wait a minute, that's that ecstasy.
Hey, was an American singer and songwriter, a two-time Grammy Award winning, known for his bass voice and romantic image. His greatest success came in the 1970s as a solo singer and the Love Unlimited Orchestra, crafting many enduring soul, funk, and disco songs, as the two biggest hits, Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby,
Woo.
and You're the First, the Last, My Everything. Go, Mr.
You're
Barry.
the answer to all my dreams. The sun, the moon, my shining star.
Hey,
some kind of wonderful. That's what we are.
next, my girl. Now, this is my Pisces twin, okay?
Okay.
Erica I.B. Wright, born February 26, 1971. Known professionally as Erykah Badu, is an American singer, songwriter, record producer, and actress. Influenced by R&B, soul, and hip-hop. Badu rose to prominence in the late 1990s when her debut album, Baduism, placed her at the forefront of the neo-soul movement, earning her the honorific nickname Queen of Neo-Soul by music critics. Y'all better respect my girl.
Hey, look though, she say although they don't believe in guys, but they feel it's just the same.
And my girl
What you
looking
say?
good.
And she wanna get you next lifetime. Like I can't get you none right now, but meet me around the corner.
Okay, last but not least, the legendary Harold Lee Washington. Born April 15, 1922, later on passed away November 25th, 1987. Was an American lawyer and politician who was the 51st mayor of Chicago.
Okay.
Washington became the first African American to be elected as the city's mayor in April 1983. He served as mayor from April 29, 1983 until his death on November 25, 1987. Born in Chicago and raised in the Bronzeville neighborhood, oh my hood, Washington became involved in local third ward politics under Chicago Alderman and future Congressman Ralph Metcalfe. After graduating from Roosevelt University and Northwestern University School of Law, Washington was a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from 1981 to 1983, representing Illinois' 1st District. Washington had previously served in the Illinois State Senate and the Illinois House of Representatives from 1965 until 1976. And by the way, I had the privilege of shaking this man's hand when I was just 3 years old.
That's a wonderful thing. Blackness in his greatness. See, he was a politician that was down to earth. I quit playing with the system when they killed him. But that's how it be. Now, the conversation corner moves on. You got the doctor in the house. You got the doctor in the house. You know what I'm saying? My first up the bat is Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah Dana Houghton. Hey, I can't pronounce words correctly. It's Houghton or Houghton, but I love you, Aaliyah, you know it. Look. She was born January 16, 1979. Unfortunately, she folded on August 25th, 2001. She was a singer and an actress. She has been credited for helping to redefine contemporary R&B, pop, and hip-hop, earning her nickname the Princess of R&B and the Queen of Urban Pop. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it was a crane crash, you know what I'm saying? Her nickname was Baby Girl. She went to the Detroit School of Arts. And everybody knows she was married to R. Kelly.
In my personal opinion, I think she would be the top number one if she was still alive right now. Period.
All right. She was born in Brooklyn but raised in Detroit. She first gained recognition at the age of 10 when she appeared on a television show, Star Search, and performed in concert along Gladys Knight. At the age of 12, she was signed with Jive Records. Ain't that something, you know what I'm saying? 12 years old she got on, man. She worked with record producers Timbaland and Missy Elliott for her second album, One in a Million. You know what I'm saying? She did AJ Number the Number with R. Kelly first. Then she worked with Timbaland. She was in the movie Romeo Must Die. Vampire Queen.
That was that shit.
Yeah, yes it was. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to Aaliyah. Sing on, baby girl. Next up the bat, I got my mans in there. Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was crucial in King of New York and a whole bunch of other movies, man. Yeah. Look at all the movies I post about Lawrence Fishburne, son. I mean, not to be gloating, but my man done did a 1.5 million movies. He usually credited as Larry Fishburne until 1993, an American actor and producer. He was awarded 3 times for an Emmy and a Tony-winning actor for his roles on stage and screen. Because, see, you know what I'm saying? He acted in the movies and he get on the screen. He supposed to do something crucial in Othello. He was born on July the 30th, 1961 in Augusta, Georgia. He won a Tony Award for August Wilson's play 2 Trains Running. But he probably best known for Morpheus in The Matrix. But I know him from King of New York and Higher Learning and Boys in the Hood. That's what I'm saying. See, Lawrence Fishburne was in so many movies, sir. He began acting as a child, making film debuts in Cornbread, Earl and Me at the age of 14. Then he lied about his age to win in a part as a part of a boat cleaner, a gunner on a swift boat in Francis Ford's Cupola, Vietnam, Apocalypse Now. He lied and got on Apocalypse Now. That's what I'm saying. See, man, we in the wolf lane. We in the wolf lane. You know what I'm saying? I loved him the best in King of New York, like I said. I mean, you know what I'm saying? His role in John Wick, I ain't gonna front, that was good. All his choice was good, but I'm just saying, me, myself, personally, I met him in King of New York, and that's why I'm gonna keep kicking it with him at. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite one was Hoodlum.
Oh yeah.
Gangsta in that one.
He was crucial in Hoodlum. Oh my God, man, you know, it's like I said.
Johnson.
Oh man, quit playing. It seems like we could just keep going on with movies about Lawrence Fishburne, y'all. I mean, don't get it twisted. We got greats in our midst, and they always hating on us, kid. Check this out. This cat, Frederick Crew. You don't even know who that is, but that's the Boogie Down Production DJ. Cool DJ, red a motherfucking alert. You know what I'm saying? He been a disc jockey for 300 years over there at Kiss FM in New York. You know what I'm saying? He honored and known as one of the founding fathers of hip hop. Don't get it twisted. Cool DJ, motherfucking red alert, man. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to his music. That'll tell you everything about him you really need to know, because my man gets up and he gets down. You know what I'm saying? He ain't dead. So check it out and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Ha ha ha. I mean, I think that the Red Alert mixed down on Jimmy Hacks with the Jungle Brothers. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, man, with the hip hop and everything, and that's how it should continue to carry on, man. Everybody connected, man. They made songs because they wanted to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it feel good to have money and shit, but damn, nigga, damn. They saying the money ain't even gonna be worth nothing, man. There ain't no Fort Knox gold. And that's from DJ Dr. Who to you. But guess what? We got some other stuff. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm going last but not least with Keisha Cole. She's an American singer and a songwriter. Keisha Maisha Cole is in a, you know what I'm saying? She's been on television, born and raised in Oakland, California. She began her career as a backup vocalist for MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Then she released her debut solo album, The Way It Is, in 2005.
Oh, shoot, Keisha.
Keisha Cole. How cold is Keisha?
She called. She a cold piece.
Okay. Keisha Maisha Johnson, born October 15, 1991. R&B, hip-hop, soul, queen, the way that it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, she was born and raised in Oakland. She signed to A&M Records. She got nominated at the Soul Train Awards. We need our own awards, man. We need some real awards. BET owned by the white people. So, I mean, I ain't mad at you. You bought it, okay? But we ain't creating it. That's all I'm saying, man. You can't get mad at people for wanting to create stuff for themselves, by themselves. Reminds me of me and you. Remind me of the corner, because you got to make it happen on the corner, dude. And that's been our conversation.
That's the line. In the ghetto. In the ghetto. That's the line. In the ghetto. In the ghetto. That's the line. See, ghetto life is kind of strife and trife, man. Most don't understand how you could live in the midst of your family and still running scams everywhere you see them, G. But that's all you see is your own kind. So you got to scheme on whoever on the grind. Now most will do flip-flops and travel to the other block and try to come up on the knot, but most don't give a hot twat the time of day. And some hot twats don't even look your way. But see, if you got paper, man, they like skyscrapers. Damn, I got to get up in there and get to the top, man. But I ain't even trying to see that far. I see past the cars, past the bars, and past the so-called stars that walk around up on the TV screen. All I be looking at is cream. Cause my dream is like American. I scheme like I'm still on heroin. Goddammit, who you fellin' with? Cause I'm a felon from the shy. Money hungry is my third eye. Thirsty is my guts, cause I've been stuck on the cut and I ain't gave a monkey a nut. In the ghetto, that's life. In the ghetto, that's life. In the ghetto, that's life. Man, your sister, auntie, cousin, and your brother will leave you somewhere in the plot, young brother. You need to listen to the preacher when he preaching, even if he is taking all your chips every weekend. Cause he might have something to say to tell you a righteous way to live the next day. But that don't mean that you follow behind the man. That just mean that you listen and understand. See, my life has been sit on complex, texturized ass thoughts and theories and poems of those honeys. Yeah, I love playing with the little busy ass bunnies. When they wet like Lake Michigan, that's the when I start fishing and pulling out my poles, exposing my soul to the depths of the earth corrodes. I really don't want the earth to corrode, no, I just want the earth to explode, you know, I mean, goddammit, what you know, in the ghetto is real, in the ghetto I feel like grabbing the steel and going out and kill, but at the same time, I feel in my mind about elevating mind states and having peace on the grind, so don't get into the midst of my interwoven iniquities, just understand that you can't fuck with me, cause I'm like Bill Bixby on the tracks, I explode and then I come back, in the ghetto. That's life in the ghetto. In the ghetto. That's life in the ghetto. That's life. Another part of the ghetto life is walking around watching mama, auntie them live trife. High off crack, smoking all day, fucking everybody on the block that pays. See, you ain't really seen a life like I done seen. You only seen the life you seen up in the dream or on the TV screen. Well, I've been living it, man. I got about 40 niggas dead from the same damn block. So don't be coming around me talking about your spot or talking about how you got a clot or how it's hot, cause it really don't matter. Cause I done watched my own people brains are scattered. Shot in the face, shot in the back, shot by the people, shot by the crack. So don't be trying to judge a thug that can hold a grudge for the homeless and the ones that's gone. But at the same time, life is wrong and right. Seesaw, trife. That's the way it is, and that's the way it's gonna be every night. So I ain't trying to change it, I'm trying to rearrange it. So I ain't doing the same damn thing, man. You do what you must and you do what you can. But I'm still a black man, the king of my throne and my kingdom.
Yes, you've tuned in to the Hip Hop Historian. We back again at you. We got some dope art, some dope music. What we got on the line? We gonna show some videos this week. We got my man's Black, Chicago Defense, Harris, and Dada Stone. So tune into those videos. Check out the dope art and learn something, kid. Truth and the Lies Network in this mix. Chicago's own Defense.
Jetson, living high, such a blessing. The car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me, George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. Car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles.
Hair wrap like Mansa Musa, spend 100 with the jeweler. Paint a pick like Rick the Ruler. Money long, you need a ruler. Booty trap with the intruder. Ride a track that's like a scooter. Tell them niggas have a seat, cause they CTA commuters. Pentagon got wooden floors, take them weeks to do they chores. Like the man inside the course, except I took the rugged course. Hands against the wind, don't you feel the force? I got pulled like tug of war, hit a tracks and started snore.
Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. The car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. Car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. The car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. Car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles.
I pull up a hop out, I'm styling, I'm flexing, I'm looking like money. Real niggas salute me, for niggas gon' hate. Bad bitches be choosing the thoughts, they love me. But I ain't shitting on them yet, I'm getting my poop on. Niggas out there hating, cut it out, coupon. S550 old black, my roof gone. I ain't bother nobody, I'm in my zone. I'm an asshole, defense, that's my astro, I mean my dog. Fuck you, I mean fuck y'all, get you knocked off with one phone call. So you should probably just stay in your body. I'm humble and focused, but I'll catch a body. Swag through the roof, they calling me cocky. Bad bitch from Peru, she calling me Poppy.
George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. The car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. Car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. The car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles. Me George Jetson, living high, such a blessing. Car call is shuttle, scratching off and smacking puddles.
DJ Dr. Who.
Me George Jetson.
cock.
Meet George Jetson living high.
Live on 99.9. Live on 99.9. It's hip hop's anniversary.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. DJ Dr. Who.
So don't walk around blinded. Don't they see us struggling, dog? Nah, I mean.
It's dedicated to all the crooked cops.
My stomach beat my back. I know when I turn on my TV, all I see is my penis getting beat up, toe up and blow up. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass off. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstoppers. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cock. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstoppers. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cock. I seen a lot of cops with blocks and blocks with spots and pipes get hot. 40 of my niggas done dropped up on the line. You put me in a stage of rage and I grabbed that gauge. Oh, I'm on this page and the tempo is texture, my nigga. You can't fade it when I come wrecking, my nigga. Put the clip in the lip, the back walks on the block. Crouch like a gargoyle. Oh no, he'll ball you up like aluminum foil and put you in the microwave, cause an explosion. Cause I'm laid in this shade, I thought you knew this, I know this. My maid is in my hair, the punk ass pigs, they try to get me in and get them out of there. One thing is you work to understand me, my culture will bring you the ringer. But they learn. Be my shit smoking SS every day, inclined. Yeah. And I'm sick of seeing my niggas getting stopped on the grind. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cop. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cop. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cop. Being a man with institutionalized theories. Oh no, you ain't been there, you don't hear me, or you down just to fit me. Come near me, let me teach you treacherous intents of people that's natural and lawful in America. The government, they represent that shit. They represent that shit. So it's all kind of drugs, informations, and fashions up in your water, your food, and your basket. Why natives get a mask, taking all your cash because the payday was wrong for me. I don't know your ways, they injecting you, they wrecking you. This ain't a brain real with all kind of things. Assume that it's good to you. But I ain't like it when they enforce their rules. I'm priceless, planted as a gift from the maker. What you taking? And I'm sick of seeing my niggas getting showstopped. $1.05, kicking the booty ass cop. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cop. You feel me? No doubt. It's real, B. Yeah, GSB, homie. I don't know what you see when you see in the mirror. Understand, I ain't the trick of the month. Only donations I'm making, the smoke in the blunts. Yeah, I'm chiefing with moles and some of them foes and some of them hoes. You know, keeping my billfold tight. The roots in the bank, bitch. Stop that with dank. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. They making us walk the plank. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. By $1.05, kicking the booty ass cop. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being showstopped. Yeah, it's that middle finger flavor for you niggas. Hell raising the block. Float on the river. Build up a dam, be spraying your plan. The funkiest texture, man. Natural American laws. Natural American laws. They were starving, man. The government. That was cold blooded what they did to the men. They fed them. Then they came back and beheaded them. I'm sick of seeing my niggas being short-stopped. It's a lot of people say it's over because Obama president. I'm loving the way you represent, but check this showstop. 5405 is in the booty ass top.
You don't hang on the corners like us, cuz. Bust 2 shots at the wrongs, holler one love. Or you lose your player points, I'm in apostrophe. That mean I'm higher than them hoes thought they ought to be. A G or not, I see a pot full of chips. Aw shit, I'm a gremlin mixed with a goon. Leprechaun in the tomb, I'm grimy. Them my doubloons. Buffoon, I ain't had no silver spoon, no whip or no tip. I learned how to dip. Nickels to dime, water to wine. Don't test me on the grind. Shine is for them shoes. I'm giving.
One of them ancient Doctor Who joints. Hip-hop historian.
Roll!
DJ Doctor Who. Live on 99.9 Chicago defense.
Always headed need for speed. Car colors suiting knees. Push a button, open up the roof. You can feel the breeze. Know the Drew Ali. I try to keep the peace, but these the streets, so I stay observant and I keep the peace. Gotta watch the ones you love. They don't come with masks and gloves. Give a hug, get you looking down and watch you bathe in blood. Yeah, the burden heavy, but I lift it like a shoulder shrug. They hold a grudge. I know you niggas weak, but I never judge. Love a woman dipped in fudge, standing tall and never budge. Being greedy leaves a sludge, a time when man never was. Best at putting together puzzles. Beauty lies within the struggle. Started turning up the hustle, eliminate the entire huddle. Stand on the business when posted in churches, cause shorties be riding with switches. Stand on the business, playing the game or warm up the benches. Stand on the business, get in my way and I handle my business. Stand on the business, from the curves and the corners, you stand on the business. I don't put my trust in many, don't know when I ride the city. Track the trailer, ride with Simi. Tell them goofies, come and get me. Look at what they did to Nipsey. They'll do the same to you. Catch you in that red joint and send you theirs, powder blue. Gotta trust your intuition or prepare for demolition. Cause these niggas quick to make you pay like a school tuition. So I keep the flaming sword across the line, flame the sword. Looking at they circle more squares than the checkerboard. That's how it lost its shape. Hit the weight, stay in shape. Standing up behind it when I crack, just to watch it shake. The conscious always spot the fake. While they would sleep, I stayed awake. Pocket watchers sitting, hating, cross they circle, number 8. Stand on the business when posted in churches, cause shorties be riding with switches. Stand on the business, playing the game or warm up the benches. Stand on the business, get in my way and I handle my business. Stand on the business, from the curves and the corners, you stand on the business. Drawing off the signs and symbols, never had to tint the windows. Name forever golden in these streets, that's why I keep it simple. I'm the one that bears the light, loss of vision, kept the sight. These niggas bitches sham pipe, not a jersey but wore a mic. They just really be the fears, dressed in red, wearing fears. Kill the body, take the head, land of the walking dead. This is just my observation, limits with the conversation. Sever all ties, contact and communication. Swifter than the angel, stand still, aim, kill. If you love them, tell them chill. What's the hour, break the seal. And falsehood these niggas deal. Listen, layers start to peel. Underneath is nothing real. Chicago Bears, soldier, feel.
Live on 99.9. Like, share, and subscribe to Chicago's defense. 99.9, the hip-hop historian. Hip-hop lives on. Happy anniversary.
the day that we vow to love each other more. I just don't understand, how could someone judge you for the color of your skin? If it was up to me, there would be no such thing as racism anymore. Dear officers, it's a few things that you must know. That we're all human beings, and at the end of the night, we just wanna go home. Blessed be the day when we would be as one. Blessed be the day that we vow to love each other more. Everybody goes crazy when we all kneel for the national anthem. So when a white man got
Live on 99.9 Hot Whips Entertainment.
They ain't gonna be at the Apollo, but the right here on Homeland Street. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. We just keep on these motherfuckers on the mixtape, baby. Just about to flex my flow skills on they motherfucking ass. Lay some of they gangster spit down. Fly, baby. We about to do this shit here, baby. In a pimpin' type of way, goddammit. Her lip style for all my motherfucking niggas, goddammit. Let me tell you something about the jack this track, bitch. High risk is in the motherfucking house. We black and independent, bitch. That's what we about. Hey, high risk is in the motherfucking house. We black and independent, bitch. That's what we about. Hey, black and independent, bitch. That's what we about. No sellout. Fuck some coke. Fuck the dry. We putting rappers out. Real niggas still living. Real niggas still building. Real OGs still trying to say the children. Don't roll with them, better roll with us. High risk about the bus. Suckers ain't no touching us, they test on us. We fuck them up. I love all my niggas and I pray they love me. I love the Lord and devoted it, even the bad seeds. Please holler at weeds. Maybe we could smoke some weed. There go Niecy, big ol' ass in the club, get bucked with a black in her mouth and some hen in a cup. If you don't got no nuts, then do not fuck with her. High risk, don't let me catch you false flagging, nigga. This a movement. Why the fuck you slow dragging, nigga? I'm at war with Whitey, cause he feel my ambition. If you wanna live longer, just start paying attention. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Y'all hustle game mean, but nigga ours mean. If it wants to play clean, we start licking our fingers. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. Some niggas real, most niggas fake. Niggas sweet enough to be a chocolate cake. When it's time to make moves, only fool with the truth. If you know he ain't real, don't fuck with him, dude. Cause niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. And that means doing whatever it takes. Give 100%. Better yet, put your heart in it. Blessings you receive, best believe that God did it. A warning you niggas, don't pillow talk with these hoes. You don't know that hoe, she might be the po-po. Oh no, hustlers say the talk, put some dick in her mouth. Then put your shit on and rock the fuck out how you supposed to be a boss. Acting all horny. Yeah, that nigga ballin', but that nigga corny. Fuck the fashion show, fuck the name of your clothes. Niggas out here dressing sexier than the hoes. Don't head fuck, boy, get them hookers all your money. When real niggas invest and starting their own company. Niggas tryna eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas tryna eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas tryna eat like niggas never ate. We grind over time, we call it licking the plate. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind overtime, we call it licking the plate, bitch. That's right, goddammit. Wizzy the Key on the microphone, the new mixtape, baby. 2007, baby. The Devil's Toilet, baby. I'm coming back, goddammit, on their motherfucking ass in the real tip. Pimpin' type of way, excuse my motherfucking English. Out to my motherfucking 111th Street niggas, I told y'all, baby, I'm real on the motherfucking microphone. Weezy fly till we die, baby. All my motherfucking niggas, you got Young Nail, goddammit Sam in the motherfucking house, everybody see. My cousin Chicago Joe, Big Fly, hey, Fly. Nigga, what we doing, baby? Rocking the motherfucking microphone. We rapping, baby. It's 2007, baby. And this is for motherfuckers to know, baby. We trying to eat. Am I right, Joe? We call it licking the plate. Let's do it. Niggas trying to eat like niggas never ate. We grind overtime. We call it.
I was smoking on some days, study clocking figures, while we're doing what we please, chilling with my niggas, while we're smoking on some days, study clocking figures. While we're doing what we please, chilling with my nigga, while I'm smoking on some trees. We're steady clocking figures, while we're doing what we please.
This the way we come in for the double O. Oh no, did they say the quad? Yo, I ain't even seen the millennium, cause everything ain't flip-flop, no. And then I begin to break it down, cause I inhale and exhale about a pound when I be riding through the Chi-Town. Don't even know which way is up or down. I'm so hazy, I Buddha, that they call me a clown. Sometimes I frown, sometimes I get down with the pound, fly my finger.
Yes, you tune back into the hip-hop Historia. Hope you like the artwork, the smooth hip-hop tunes, the conversation corner, and the excerpts of knowledge from our peoples. Let's get into the news. Another serious joint from the Hip-Hop Historia. NASA names 4 astronauts tapped to crew for first moon mission since 1972. The Artemis 2 mission launching in 2024 will send the astronauts to circle the Earth's moon. More than half a century then passed since December 1972 when Apollo 17 astronauts landed on the moon. You know what I'm saying? It was a joyous event. We just stepped off into the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? And that was the last time that I actually a human crew orbited the moon. It's called the Artemis 2. The mission will be taking akin to the early Apollo efforts, but it's going to do something different. These Are these astronauts gonna make history just simply because of their identity? It's the Navy aviator Victor Glover, who was chosen by NASA to pilot Artemis II, who successfully performed 4 spacewalks, and he's the first African American ever on a lunar mission. So we still making history out here. Now Christian Crotch, a fellow NASA spacewalking veteran, that's a woman. First for a woman to make a lunar orbit. And Jeremy Hansen, a Royal Canadian Air Force member, makes him the first Canadian. Reed Wiseman, he's just a regular Air Force, you know what I'm saying, lieutenant. So they got the multicolor space mission going on, but that's not really the kicker. The kicker in the space, in this 2024 launching for the orbit, is they're focusing on trying to build a base so it could be a pathway to Mars. We're gonna call it the Gateway. See what I'm saying? And the planetary galactic travel, it's already happening. Or in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Some serious joints. They say, even though they give it praise and hats off to the 4 that's going, there was thousands of people who contributed to this mission that they're getting on. You know what I'm saying? They even emphasize it's making human history as the next step in the journey that will get humanity to Mars. Because they're going to build a space station on there. And then, you know what I'm saying, they're going to build from there. See, they haven't been building out of orbit technology. They're going to get out of orbit and build the technology so it's going to feel natural where it's at. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to get there. They already going to be there. They said they're going to focus on putting it near the south pole of the moon. It's the most inhabitable. Hey. But here's another global issue that we have right in our mix. This is DJ Dr. Who production. Sorry for that. But the global issue that 1 in 6 people worldwide are affected by is infidelity, the lack of the ability to make a seed. I'm not so sure that's what I suffered from. I just didn't want to make a seed. I was selfish like that in the mix. But I wish I had, because I could pass this knowledge on. But much more than YouTube, you understand. But I thought I was about to make my seed ruthless to survive. You know what I'm saying? That is where we live. I told you, the first step is a doze. But okay. 4 million of couples around the world conceiving a child can be acknowledged excruciatingly difficult, where hopes of starting a family are crushed by one negative pregnancy test after another. Around 1 in 6 people worldwide face infidelity at some point in their life, according to a new report by the World Health Organization. They call that WHO. Don't get it confused with the doctor when I use it in the statements. You know what I'm saying? This is a global issue affecting people in all countries, in all walks of life as well, says a fertility scientist at WHO. The health agency defines infidelity as a disease of male or female reproductive system, defined by the failure to achieve a pregnancy after 12 or more months of regularly unprotected sex. So basically, they can fuck you all year, still not get pregnant. 48 million couples and 168 million people live with infidelity globally. Who did not update these estimates? They basically saying it doesn't discriminate due to the poverty rate or none of that, but they still say the jury is out on whether it's increasing or just constant. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, you know what I'm saying? The lifetime prevalence of infidelity with a population ever expected it in their life. Nah, to share all of the population, you know what I'm saying, to an effect like that. They never would expect in their life for it to all walks of life. It don't matter if you rich, eat, whatever, and poverty and infidelity is still there. It was 17.8% in high-income countries and 16.5% in low and middle-income countries. So look at it, it's neck and neck. Struggling to conceive can also have wide-reaching repercussions on levels of people affected. From anxiety to depression to social stigma and domestic violence. Yeah, because everybody gonna be blaming each other that they can't have a baby if they had it like that. You know what I'm saying? 12.6% of the global population struggle with infidelity. You know what I'm saying? So what could it be? They don't know. I be hating so many of these they don't knows, man. They don't know what caused it, and they don't have no remedy. The WHO report did not provide a breakdown of male or female infidelity. Infidelity may be caused by a number of different factors in either male or female reproductive systems, or both in some cases. The infidelity remain unexplained. In female reproductive systems, infidelity may cause a wide range of factors, including sexual transmitted infections, blocked fallopian tubes, urine disorders, ovary disorders, ovarian syndrome, PCOS, holistic ovarian syndrome, imbalance of hormones. In the male reproductive system, infidelity may be caused by genital infections, hormones imbalance, abnormal sperm production and quality. Environmental and lifestyle factors such as smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and obesity also have been known to affect fertility. But scientists also suspect exposure to environmental pollutants and disrupt hormone and damage eggs and sperm. So it's everything. Everything makes you infertile. in the world. I don't know. But they got the test tube, baby, so they're making the clone. They talking about the egg increased profit. Yeah, you know, eggs went up like triple. Everybody came up in the egg industry, but the egg quality ain't changed. But they say the avian flu outbreak is to blame for the soaring egg prices. They want to break up it's a call to break up agricultural monopolies after the nation's largest egg producer reported that its quarterly profits soared for more than 700%. Cal-Maine Foods, which controls about 20% of the U.S. egg market, announced last week that its revenue for the quarter ending in February 25th rose 109% to 99. Oh, boy, these numbers be killing me. 979.5 million on their ass in profit. Just because they felt like it. Because they knew we wanted eggs. They knew everybody in America hooked on eggs. They say that the epidemic and the pandemic, you know what I'm saying, influenza, avian influenza, which has significantly reduced the nation's egg laying capacity. I don't know. I don't know who they trying to pull the covers over. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, inventories were 29% lower in the final week of December 2022 than at the beginning of the year, while more than 43 million egg-laying hens were lost to disease. To the disease, the avian disease. Or to this depopulation since the outbreak began in February 2022. So it ain't got nothing to do with our pandemic, but it was so ironic how it came around at the same time of our pandemic, but it ain't got nothing to do with our pandemic. They saying they want to break it all up and then tackle windfall profit tax. You know, basically they want to say you can't raise it up as much as you want like that, like they just did. You know what I'm saying? That's a way far margin just to jack up the price of the eggs like that. You know. They say a lot of working families paid record prices for eggs. They had a 700% profit. Man, they could have gave some eggs away for as much money they just. They want to break. They say they need to crack down on corporate price gouging, and that's exactly what it was. And they do it in all kind of forms of life, man. And what's really finna get me and you too is the AI. Now, they already got an artificial intelligence startup and big presence in India. The company is likely to be launched by the end of the year and will provide AI tools to creators including game designers and film industry workers. The Indian American exclusive executive said in an interview, these days, if you breathe, you're competing with
because they have entered every space, everything. You have no option but to compete against these AI companies. They're not going away. They have made the robots that they want to have to think and do things for you. See, I enjoy being a creator, so I don't really want nobody to think for me. You can add on with what you think may grow both of us, but the AI is, hey man, look. See, I got my Morpheus suit on, right? I don't even want to get in on how to get in on, because that's how they gonna get in on before it's over. They didn't already showed you. Don't make me have to re-told you. But like I did an earlier episode, they already got them in the law enforcement, the headless dogs down south of Texas. And India is going all the way out with the AI. They even have the AI McDonald's. I'm gonna get to that a little bit further on. Let's see. They starting to board an AI chip startup, Tenzorent. It's led by veteran chip architect Jim Keller, who led the design of the Tesla self-driving chip in 2016. This over in India. In the middle of all this, in the midst of this, they just banned TikTok before. I told y'all it was coming, man. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you they was gonna talk your tick on out to get about some shit. Man, Montana banned TikTok already. But you got people down on Congress who's standing up for TikTok. Like it's really teaching the country or some shit. They want to reach their folders on TikTok. That's the only reason they want it on there. All them challenges, people that broke their back, their leg, and my back. Just a serious joint. What was some of these? Bob Casey of Pennsylvania, he used it to do his interview on election day. You know what I'm saying? Yet lawmakers active on TikTok remain a distant minority. Most in Congress are in favor of limiting the act, forcing a sale to remove connections to China or either banning it all out. The U.S. Armed Forces and more than half of the U.S. states have already banned the app from official devices, and has the federal government. Similar bans have been imposed in Denmark, Canada, Great Britain, New Zealand, and well as the European Union. So how you from? Are you good on your TikTok? Cause they about to talk y'all the fuck on off the block with no remorse. See, even if it, I mean, hey, it was something that's fun. I didn't take some talks and look through the blocks, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know me, I like the animals. The anglerfish. Mating is horrific. Here's how it works. When you think of an anglerfish, you probably imagine something like the creature above. A big mouth, brawny teeth,
with garnishing teeth flowing from his head. During the 19th century, when science began to discover, describe, and classify the anglerfish, the anglerfish family tree is from a particular branch, the suborder Ceturidae. They had too many problems with that, and they were only seeing half the picture. The specimens that they're working with were all female, and they had no idea where the males were or what they looked like. See how people are just making examples and a whole analysis of a whole species without even knowing anything. That's a touching spot. I mean, that's a touching part. The thing about the fish is that the male attached the eggs to the female. Man, you know what I'm saying? This remains a puzzle for some future researchers to solve. In 1924, who picked it up? It was a smaller fish attached to a female ceratoid, which he dissected it. He realized it wasn't a different species or the female angler's child, it was her mate. So they, you know what I'm saying, I guess they get locked together like like dogs do. Damn, that shit crazy. They always thought it was the child, it was the man. It was connected. Damn, that shit crazy. That's how it would be in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so when they go looking for love, they follow a species or a specific pheromone to a female who will often aid their search further by flashing her promiscuous scent to lure them. Once the male finds a suitable mate, he bites into her belly and latches on until his body fuses with hers. Their skin join together, and so do their blood vessels, which allow the male to take all the nutrients he needs from his host mate's blood. The two fish essentially become one. With his body attached to hers like this, the male doesn't have to trouble himself with things like seeing or swimming or eating like a normal fish. The body parts he doesn't need anymore, eyes, skin, and internal organs, they just wither away until he's little more than a lump of flesh hanging from the female. Taking food from her and providing sperm whenever she's ready to spawn. Ain't that some shit? She's a man-eater. The anglerfish. That's why I like to give y'all the news, man. I know y'all didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's something that's off the chains and a half right there, man. I'm going to talk a little bit about this McDonald's AI because they say they fail a little bit, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, have you ever had devices? Every device I done had done not really work correctly forever. It's always some type of maintenance or something like that. Just because it thinks fast doesn't mean it's gonna always think correctly. That's my analysis of the AI, just from trial and error with devices. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have so many AI, somebody is gonna miss the tune up or something like that. And then what? But the McDonald's that opened up was in Texas. They said they had some potential ones for Chicagoland as well. McDonald's has opened a new highly automated restaurant in Texas, giving customers a first look at the potential future of fast food. Since the ban on indoor dining in the early pandemic left fast food restaurants like McDonald's to serve more people, then they using the drive-thrus and all that. Instead of placing the order via the mobile app and either going into the restaurant and waiting in the drive-thru lane for curbside parking spot, their food customers can pick it up at the store's dedicated drive-thru express lane, and it will all be delivered. Hey, they got it all animated for us now, yo. No more people when you interact and go outside. Why people don't want to be talking to people or dealing with people anymore? We done made ourselves a virus now. I believe that maybe an outlook or something, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, son. No more people. They still going back and forth with the war in Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? One day Russia's dying, the next day Ukraine dying, you know, I don't know. They go back and forth like they playing tennis or some shit. My mans and them smart brothers really say it's all a coup. And the Nazis in disguise. Everybody know America funded it. I just heard some cat say that China just waiting on America to give them all their military, to bring half their military over to them and watch them get destroyed with it and then fuck them up. I mean, the one thing I'll have to say is, we don't even see the spoils of war regardless. We just going to war. The country, I mean, even if we win, they don't get nobody nothing. I mean, you know, so what was real? Was them movies for real or was they fake? So you get something when you win everything else, but is that why they always say we lose? I mean, I don't know. If something we don't get done, we the people will be focused on the wars. But you know what I'm saying, prayers go out to all the peoples that's warming over resources. You gotta realize and recognize they warming over the fruits of other people's labor and the natural resources that the Maker left here for us to create with. That's why they're using the AI. They destroying the creative vibe. I'm telling you. They're going to take the creative vibe away. You're going to be so dependent on this thing that you ain't even going to really know how to do none of that no more. And then if it comes to a time where you have to do that again, you're going to be lost in the wind. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. It's been another serious joint, man. It was so simple to joint the last 30 minutes, man. What the fuck? I mean, you know what I'm saying? And to all the peoples who acting a fool in the city, I ain't really had no positive story for the city this week. I've been having a lot of bad news. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace to my man Alvin, aka Lil Stone. Stop acting like you gotta be destructive to be seen. Be creative and be known. Yeah, when you be destructive, you will be seen, but then you might be off the scene. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. 99.9. DJ Doctor.
Yeah, what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah.
It's that pissed off.
That ain't no hate, man. You know them niggas, middle finger and
must
shit.
be lost in traffic. Ciao.
Getting technical.
It's 2008, baby.
It's like this little map. It's called a universe.
We ain't dealing with no hate, baby.
Why would
Full
we?
of dimensions, extensions. You gotta rotate, vibe, demonstrate, elevate.
What else?
We broadcast and live like a master.
No doubt. 13.
99.9. Just a superficial bastard.
Damn.
I'm telling you, man, I don't know what your troubles is and what your times. They probably
Doing
all
all that
backlash.
money in
It's been built on the ground while you
razzmatazz for cash.
I was shining all the time.
Yeah.
Front what I done, baby.
The
You
grind.
better not lie. I'm telling you why. Pitchfork flights coming to a town, just like a theater. Boy, what you do? It's been
Word, man.
and the rest of the motherfucking middle finger crew. BBH to take a bitch and have her on a date, fill her for, then have her a
Excel.
scrotum. Damn, we ain't even know
like
that.
that.
And that's the way it is when you rolling through the sky, upside down.
Yeah, nigga. Not the one with the bozo nose, though. I'm the no-dose one for hoes. I told y'all.
And if you hate that, then hate your wall, dog. Stick it in the trash while I'm busting on the gas, cause I don't know your ass that good. You like breakable, shakeable, takeable, makeable. And that's everything here. So hip to my loom.